Okay, we are recording. Hello, guys. Hello, hello, officially. I'm like kind of sad, but I'm also so excited. So, this is the last team call of 2018. It is December 30th, 2018. We officially have one more day left of 2018. So, I am super excited. You guys all are on tonight, hanging out with us. Hopefully, you've got your favorite beverage. So we actually, this is going to be a Q&A, super casual. Clearly, I'm like in my robe. While you could also be super fancy because Megan is in a tiara and bling. So whatever floats your boat, that's how we roll here. So anyways, before we jump into the Q&A thing, so hopefully you guys have some questions that you've been thinking of. We're excited to hear from you. We're obviously going to let a bunch of people talk. But before we do that, Megan actually has a few things that it's a quick slideshow she's going to go over about goals and setting goals. So I am going to pass it off to her right now. And you just go ahead and unmute yourself.
What's up, you guys? December 30th, crazy. This year flew by. Before I jump into the goals, I just want to give my team, the Lab Empire, a huge, huge shout out. 3 months, you guys. We're just a little baby team, yet we have over 200 people on our team. We have almost 700 customers, and we've done over $100,000 in sales in 3 short months because you guys freaking rock. Like, to see newbies coming in here. Renee is just the first one that pops in my mind because she's on my screen right now. People like Renee who are brand new, have never done this business, and they're coming in and seeing success from just sharing their story and their love for these products. We have something super magical here, just like they said at the last convention, fun, simple magic. So just wanted to congratulate my team for ending the year with a bang, and I'm so excited for what you guys all have in store for 2019. So I'm going to do a quick screen share because I just want to talk about setting goals, and a lot of people are new to setting goals. I know before I started network marketing, goal setting was not something I did. I mean, I thought about like things I wanted to do in the future, but as far as like actual goal setting to break it down to achieve those goals, I didn't do that before network marketing. So I know that it's something that people are new to, so I just want to go over some just basic tips for goal setting and give you guys a book that's really good to help you with your goal setting for 2019. So share screen. I should have turned off my Facebook notifications before this. Okay. No, that's not what I want to do. Okay. So how to start and why. So first, ask yourself this question. Really simple. What do I want to accomplish? Goal setting can be a source of frustration and anxiety for some people. You don't want that to happen. You want it to be fun. You want it to be exciting. But people usually set these huge lofty goals, but then they have all of this time, right? They're like, oh, this next year I want to do all of these big things. But then they think, oh, I have a year to do it. And if they never sit down and like break it down and look at it in like 12-week increments, they never actually start doing anything to achieve them. And then they're like, oh, the end of the year's here again. Shit, I didn't do anything that I wanted to do because I never actually sat down and mapped it out. So big, lofty goals are so important. I set them. You should set them. You should set yearly goals, 5-year goals, but it's really important to then sit down and break it down into smaller chunks of time. And I'm going to suggest 90-day chunks of time. So a 12-week period each, every quarter basically. So vision, big and broad. So sit down with paper and think big and answer these main questions. What do I want to accomplish this year? What do I envision for my life? What is going to bring me joy and fulfillment this year? And then think 1 year, 3 year, 5 years out. What do you want to have and do? What do you want to be? What you want your life to look like, right? So that's like your big vision. You can make vision boards, things like that. But I have a vision board, and I also like to write all the answers to these questions out. So you want to really evaluate all areas of your life. How much time do you have to devote to each of the different areas in your life, and what's going to be, what are the priorities? Personally, career, in your business, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, relationships with your family, parenting goals, health and fitness, your family life, financially, all of that. Look at every single aspect of your life and then write down goals, like it could be like emotionally and mentally, I want to read one personal development book every single month, right? Or something like that. So look at all these different areas and then look at your goals for each of them. And then you want to look at what is your top number one priority. So you want to, what is it that you want? What is your why, basically? What's going to drive you during those really hard times? If your vision is too small, you will be settling for less. You deserve to dream your dream life, right? Create your dream life. Why not? Challenge yourself. What makes you excited to work on every single day? What is that driving force? What is your number one priority and vision to your goals and your daily activities? My huge priority is to be with my family, with my kids, to not miss out on precious moments with my family. So I'm going to do things and do daily activities and work towards goals that are going to align with that top priority. My husband just chimed in. Don't forget your husband. Tips for success. So who are you going to share it with? It's really good to have someone that you're accountable to with your goals to, whether that's your spouse, your kids, maybe you have an accountability partner in this team. Maybe you have a success partner, other team members. So it's really important to share your goals, talk to people about them. How are you going to stay connected to it? Are you going to use goal boards, sticky notes, a goal book? I know I have a goal board that sits in front of me in my office, and I also have a goal book that I write my goals in every single morning. You really want to live with intention. So every morning or every night, rewrite your goals in your goal book and ask yourself every night, did I move forward today? Was my activity related to my vision? So the how-tos. So you're going to go through each of those goals in every aspect of your life. So each goal gets its own sheet of paper. You're going to write in every area of your life, it's its own sheet of paper. Write down the big goal, I'm going to call it a push goal. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Chalene Johnson. She talks about push goals. It's like that one big goal. If that happened, everything else would be pushed into place, basically. So what is that big goal? Then you want to break it down into smaller, more achievable goals under that. Break it into 12-week goals. For example, what needs to happen between January 1st and March 31st that's going to help bring me closer to my bigger goal in that area of my life for the year, okay? And then what are the action steps? Under each 12-week goal, you want to brainstorm and list activities and steps that you need to take to get that goal achieved. It's just like, let's say you want to run a marathon by March 31st. Well, you're going to have to start training for that. How many miles are you going to have to run every single day? How many days a week? What does your nutrition have to look like? That's just an example. I'm not running a marathon. I don't know about you guys, but that would not be one of my goals. It actually was in the past. But so think about all of those goals and then how to break it down. So SMART goals. So Jenia actually posted a little SMART goal activity thing in the Dynasty the other day. And we just happened to be doing this. So it kind of all was good timing. Good job, Jenia. SMART goals are specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-bound. So specific, you need to know exactly what you want to achieve. Measurable, it's good to have things that you're able to say, okay, this is how I know I'm going to achieve that. Attainable. So attainable and realistic is this kind of weird word. I don't believe in setting realistic goals. I just don't. I think that if you want to set a giant, fat, hairy, scary goal, then you set it. And I think it's attainable if you believe it's attainable. So that part of the SMART goal process kind of gets me because people like set a realistic goal. But I think one problem is that people set really small goals. They're like, oh, I want to hit bronze in a year. I'm like, ooh, you can do it way earlier than a year, okay? So I think sometimes people they think they need to set realistic, but in doing that, they set very, very small goals that actually hinders themselves. And then time bound. When do you want it to happen? I want to pay off all my credit card debt by May 30th, right? So have a date set. If you don't break down each goal like this, it's like getting a map with missing directions, really. Just kind of like I talked about in the beginning. If you set these big, oh, this year I want to do this, but then you never think about how you're actually going to do it, you're probably never going to achieve it. You want to write it in the positive or present tense like it already happened. So, for example, a 12-week goal. I have helped 50 people get started with our Happy Coffee by March 31st. Action steps. What do I need to do? Okay, I need to do 7 to 10 new friend requests daily. I need to increase my followers by posting consistent value 1 to 2 times a day. I need to join Facebook groups to make connections. I need to send 10 invites a day. I need to enroll 17 customers each month in January, February, and March. Follow up consistently. So that's an example of how you would break down a goal that you set into what are your action steps to achieve it. And this is just another example. I paid off $10,000 in credit card debt by March. So break it down. Okay, well, I need to make a list of all my credit cards, each amount owed, prioritize where my highest interest rates are first, figure out how much needs to be paid on each card each month to get to the end goal. Figure out what you're going to sacrifice spending money on to allocate that money towards your debt. Maybe a daily action would be like, every time I want to go to Starbucks, I'm going to put that $10 into savings and then pay off my credit cards. Daily action, income producing activities consistently in your business to bring in extra money so that you can pay off your debt. So that's just another example. Attitude is everything. You need to be a go-getter. You need to have a can-do attitude. You need to have confidence and belief. A really, really good goal-setting personal development book is called The 12-Week Year, and he breaks it down even in more depth about how to really achieve your goals in each quarter of the year. So then at the end of the year, you're like, dang, look at all I did. Affirmations daily really help. These are just examples. I'm a 6-figure year earner. I'm making 10K a month. I'm an ambassador. My husband and I are happily connected and I'm providing value to others. I'm reading 1 book a month. So affirmations every single day sounds super silly. But I'm telling you, I look in the mirror and I have a list of affirmations that I tell myself every single morning during my Miracle Morning. And that has changed the game. I think that's all the slides I have. Yeah. That is all I have. Quick down. I just wanted to make it quick so that we could do the Q&A. Quick rundown on setting goals and how to break it down into smaller, manageable goals. Where'd Kelly go? She ran off. Who wants to do Q&A? So we are ready to field questions from you guys about anything business related, struggles that you're having, anything. You can pop them into the chat box. Dave Ramsey. Yes, Dave Ramsey is awesome.
Megan, I think Kelly just had to step off with Connor for a second, so I'm sure you, me, and Jermaine can, and anybody else that wants to help, it's fine.
Yeah, so if you guys have questions, pop them in the chat box and we will answer them. It literally can be anything, you guys. Y'all are just rocking your business, right? You don't have questions because we make it so simple for you.
Megan, do you mind if I just add one little tiny bit that I actually was going to maybe go on live about, but now I'm not since you just covered this. Something that I saw earlier in a webinar this week was take those exact volume points that you are wanting to attain to hit bronze or hit gold or hit diamond or whatever those bronze points are, and divide those by the amount of sales that we need to hit. So if I'm trying to hit that 2,500 mark, I need to divide that by that 80 dose points to see how many customers that I'll need to get, and it's like 31. And so if you and your team can connect to hit those 31 points or like help your team in any way, does that make sense? Kind of, sorry, it's not
we posted that out here, but too, about how to break down, like if you want to get to bronze, all you need to do is divide that volume number by 80, whatever it is on dose. Okay, I need 32 doses. Yeah, we've done that before. Yeah, that's a great way to, if you have a rank goal, absolutely break it down. It's another way to break it down. Break down what do I exactly need to get here. You really want to make detailed steps on every one of your goals for sure. Okay, we have questions. Miracle Morning, can you explain exactly what that is? Yes, I can. So there's a great book, Miracle Morning. There's also one called Miracle Morning for Network Marketers. My Miracle Morning consists of this. Starts with meditation and visualization. And then I do affirmations, and then I practice gratitude. I write everything in the world I'm grateful for, and then I write down all of my goals and visions, and then I do personal development, and then I prefer to work out after that, but I haven't been for a few weeks, so that part has been slacking, but all the rest I do every day. And it's amazing. So that book, you guys, is awesome. And it talks about how to do a short miracle morning. My miracle morning takes about, 40 minutes, just because I really like to meditate and visualize and do like manifesting stuff for like a good chunk of time, like 20 minutes. But yeah, my miracle morning is anywhere from like 30, 45 minutes.
Real quick, Megan, I wanted to add, if you guys are looking for a good meditation, if you guys go on YouTube and just search Abraham Hicks meditations, there'll be a financial meditation, emotional well-being, physical well-being. She has them all broken down. You can buy the app for $14.99, but you guys can find them on YouTube. They are less than 15 minutes, and they're super simple, and they're very calming, but it's a very easy meditation to listen to if you guys are just getting into meditation and have never done that before.
Yeah, totally.
That's it.
For sure. Let's see. I know our scripts work, but some of them to me still sound like, hey, I'm only messaging you because I want you to order a Join My Team. You know what I mean? Yeah, I get that, Jessica, but you're really just, what you're doing is you're looking for people who are open to what you have to offer. So you want to make sure that you're building those relationships outside of that invite, if that makes sense, like telling them happy birthday, maybe messaging before you invite, like just connecting with them. Commenting on people's stories is a great way to just pop into their inbox that has something relevant to their lives. Just to comment on their Facebook stories, build that relationship, go to their Facebook page often and comment and love and like and haha and wow and all that stuff. That way when you're using that script and in their inbox, like, hey, seeing if you're open, if not, no biggie, they're not offended by it. They actually, a lot of times like, oh, wow, thanks for thinking of me kind of thing. Like, wow, that's cool. We're friends. Like, I really feel like you're thinking of me. Thank you. And it's in your own mind. So you have a valuable gift. Our products are a gift. Our opportunity is a gift. They are not the prize. Our opportunity and our products are the prize. So if you have belief in what you're doing and believe, hey, I have an opportunity to offer someone, I'm just seeing if you're open, cool. If not, no biggie. Then there should be no kind of block for that. Does that make sense? Anyone else have anything to add to that? Jermaine or?
So for me, I know what you mean, Jessica, because that is the same for me. Like, I don't want to be the person that messages someone just to buy my things. So what I found works for me is I created lists of people on my Facebook page, and I'm the only one that sees this list. So I have a bunch of people that I know I want to invite. I put them all in a group, and every single day I go through these lists and I interact on their page. I spend maybe 20 minutes. And I put a timer because I'll end up in like scroll like heaven. I'll be there forever. So I just interact with them publicly, and I leave like real genuine comments. I don't just say something like so pretty or love the dress. I really dig deep and I find something to talk to them about that forces them to reply to me. So that way it does two things. So Facebook sees that, oh, Jermaine and Megan, they like each other. They talk to each other a lot. So I'm going to put Megan and Jermaine's feed, and I'm going to put Jermaine and Megan's feed. So while I'm continuing to post, they're watching me. And while I'm building a relationship publicly, by the time I get into their inbox, it doesn't feel weird anymore because now I know this person. We've been talking for like days about how they have an amazing Christmas tree and how our kids are all crazy and how I drink wine every night. So I've already became their friend publicly. Like, I don't have to send them a message and ask them all these questions. You can build a relationship publicly, and when you do that, by the time you go to talk to them, it doesn't feel weird anymore. You're feeling weird now, probably because you're telling yourself that I only want to talk to this person, or I only want to be their friend so they can buy my food. I saw on their page they like coffee. You can't do that. You have to just be a normal human and try to get to know people. And when you invite someone, make sure it's someone you really like, not just like some random person breathing, because then you're going to have a problem if you start getting people that you don't really like.
Yeah. And Jessica, I posted a video about how to make those Facebook friends lists in our team page, because that's exactly what I do. Every day I click on that. It's called my Dream Team Prospect Facebook friends list. That pulls up. It's a feed that only I see, just like Jermaine said, and interact with those people every single day. So yeah.
So I will add really fast too that kind of what Jermaine was saying, even with or without the list, just really quick, cold messaging and scripts are a guideline. Like the scripts for cold messaging, that's a guideline. I always tell people, remember, you're human. Be a human first, okay? Like the scripts just really are a way to show you how to move the conversation, you know? Like, so if they feel weird to you, then you shouldn't be using them, because it's going to feel weird even through Messenger. Like I really do believe that like what we're saying to people in Messenger, even though it might be a typed out version, like that vibe, that's going to come across to them too. So if you're like, oh, this feels so weird, I don't know, if I should want to send this, but I'm going to just do it anyways, like that is going to be a feeling that they're going to feel too. So take the scripts and work them just like you should with posts too. Like I also posted that in the Dynasty today, that like if there's one thing you really want to do to kind of push your business further, and that is to create your own content. So if you find an idea, again, same with scripts, you find a script that you relate to, you see a post that you relate to, don't copy and paste it exactly with what it says. That's not you talking. People are going to know that's not you talking, but you like the idea, you like how they said it. Sure, cool. Reword it so that it's you saying it. Take the message and make it your message, not Megan's message, not Jenny's message, your message. And sending cold messages, when you're doing that and you remember, like, I'm going to be a human first, like, and especially if it's somebody else in network marketing, guys, I always say, don't recruit somebody else in network marketing. They know what you're doing. Be a human first, be upfront, be honest, and be you. And that is going to make cold messaging so much easier for you guys once you kind of get the hang of that. So that's the only thing I wanted to add just to that. Jenny, did you have something to add to that?
I just think that for me, I like to cold message. I have to cold message. I live in a small town of now 1,200 people in the entire county. I've been downsized right now. So 1,200 people live in my surrounding area. So I do not have any type of anyway, I have to do stuff online. Sorry, my baby's crying in the background. I like to use voice message in Facebook because they can hear the tonality. And I don't know, a lot of people say they like my voice. I think my voice is annoying. If people are saying, hey, I really like the way your voice sounds on message. I'm serious, guys. I know it sounds creepy, but I actually have had like random people message me and said, I really like listening to your live. Your voice is like calming. So then I started using voice messages because for me, if they like the way my voice sounds, maybe that will help me. I just like voice message. It's quicker. I try to keep them within 30 seconds or under when I'm prospecting. And I feel like it's a more genuine connection. I'm taking the time to do a voice message. Some people hate voice message. They sound very awkward. It's very easy for me. So if you guys feel like it's easier for you to do voice message, use voice message. It's a great technical tool. And then sometimes I pre-record voice messages for the day. Like, hey girl, love your feed, loving your vibe. Oh my goodness, love that last post. It's not specific, like about, keto or whatever. Hey, real quick question. So, and then I go into my prospecting stick and I literally will message that to like 10 people in 3 minutes, but I pre-record it so it's generic in my first reach out, and then I just forward it because I like the way it sounds. I don't know, kind of random, but that's what I like to do.
No, I love the voice messenger because you can forward it. You can do an invite and then forward it to a ton of people in such a short amount of time. I love that feature too. Yeah. I will say this about the scripts. Don't change it so much where you're changing the words open to interested and things like that. Like, I feel like if you're new, please if you change a script, run it by your upline and say, hey, how does this sound? Because there's a psychology to the way those scripts are worded. You never want to say, are you interested in checking out what do I have to offer? It's always, are you open? The psychology behind that is, it's really easy for someone to say, nope, not interested. But people don't want to say they're not open. Wait, does that mean I'm closed-minded? I don't want to be a closed person. So they're more apt to say, yes, I'm open. So I do want to say the way the scripts are worded and then giving them an out at the end, hey, no biggie. There's some key points to those scripts that are very important that work. So if you're tweaking them, just run it by your upline. Next question is, how long after someone has been using the products do you approach about the business if they originally only wanted to be a customer, having great results? I check in with my customers after like the first week and then after 2 weeks. And then at my month check-in with them, if they're like, oh my gosh, loving these products, I'm losing weight, blah, blah, and they're like hooked. That's when I'm like, hey, have you ever considered doing what I do and getting paid to share your love for it? That's how simple I keep it. Very, very short. And they're either going to say, no, I've never thought of it, but let's talk about it. Or they're going to be like, oh no, I am not a salesperson. Or they're going to be like, yeah, I actually have been thinking about it. That's what I do. If anyone else has anything to chime in about, no?
I do something similar. I follow up the same time frames that Megan does, but the very first week that they get their coffee, I put a little bug in their ear. So I tell them like, OMG, I'm so excited that you're doing it. Hopefully you're going to love it as much as I am. And maybe you might want to sell it like I do. Or maybe you might want to be an ambassador like me or a brand partner or whatever. So I put it out there right away so that they know like, I like this and I've been drinking it and now my coworker likes it. So maybe I should do it too. And then it has them coming back to me because I've already told them about it.
Real quick, guys, Jermaine also does a really cool thing when she's sending out samples. The minute she's like, okay, so you're going to try it today. Let me know when your energy is like spiked up and you're all charged. I want to know when that hits you. Because in my day, it like hit me at 12. She already will start the conversation and start telling them the good types of results they should be having at what time of the day. Or, oh my gosh, let me know. Oh, you're taking the Xantho tonight. Let me know how your peaceful rest went. You're going to love it in the morning. Like she already tries to close it with the sample. She does that kind of same bug in the ear, but I don't know, Jermaine, you want to explain that real quick? Does that make sense what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do that too. I do the same thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Some people, they don't know, you guys, like they don't know what it feels like to have energy, or maybe they're like me, right? They're like super energetic. So when they get more, they're like, this is bullshit. Like this doesn't work. So I tell them what they should be looking for. I tell them you're going to feel so much better and your cravings are going to like start to go down and your appetite's going to be smaller. And for some reason, when you tell them what they're looking for, they start to realize it. But if you don't tell them and you just say, here's your coffee, put your creamer, put your sweetener, and have a good day, they're not going to come back to you because they didn't feel anything. You have to tell them what they're looking for so they can start paying attention. Yeah. And then I put times on it because they really do. They're like, she said 12, but it's 8 o'clock and I feel like I can clean the whole house. So this is crazy. It makes them like really excited. So I think you guys should give it a try and see how it works for you.
Let's see. Where do you make this list? The Facebook friends list is on Facebook. Stephanie, I will tag you in the video that I did on that. Let's see. Just going through the chat here. Lindsay says, I have 2 people that said they were ordering. They still haven't. I have followed up once. When do you let it go? I follow up often, especially if they said they're ordering. They've given me a green light to be very persistent and in their inbox.
I'm the same way. I follow up a lot, like a lot. I am, until you tell me no, I'm going to keep following up.
Yep.
That's how it goes.
Yeah. If you keep telling me, oh yeah, I forgot, I'm totally going to order, and you don't, I'll be in your inbox a couple days later. Hey, what's up? I mean, yeah.
Or I'll be watching your story, girl. I'll be in there.
I know, right?
Love your dress.
I'll be all up in your stuff.
Definitely be commenting and liking every post that
everything that you do. Yeah, remember me? Is it possible to message too many people in a day? No, it's not.
It's
I mean,
really
if you have
hard.
huge goals, if you want to message just a ton of people every single day, all I want to say about that is don't set yourself up for burnout. I want you to be able to do today what you consistently can keep up consistently. Because if you're going to like message 50 people today and then not do shit for 3 weeks because you're like, oh my God, I can't do this, then no, don't do that. But it's not possible. Like there's been times where I will message a lot of people like consistently every single day. So it's something that you can keep up for sure. There's no amount.
I will say, I do know Facebook will flag you if you're copying, pasting the same
message too many times.
Over and over and over and over and over and over, like however many times.
Yeah, they'll like make you pick out the dogs in the picture or whatever they give you. Yeah, that's happened to me plenty of times. They're like, come on, are you real? Are you a bot? Where's the street lights in this picture or whatever? Yeah.
They're definitely making sure that like we're actual people and not some spammer trying to spam everybody. But again, that's really hard to do. Like if you're sending 50 messages in a day, that is, like Megan said, it's not so much about the messages. And I tried to like explain this to my husband too, who is new into network marketing. So he sent like 100 messages one day and I was like, bro, just be prepared because all those people you just sent, they're going to reply to you. And it's not so much about like, sure, did it take some time for you to sit down and send the 100 messages? Yeah, it did. But what's going to take 3 times as long is having a conversation now with all of those people. So that's basically what Megan was referring to in terms of burnout, because it happens.
Yeah. I mean, there's times I'll wake up the next morning to like 100 messages in my inbox. I'm like, oh, well, now I got to go through it. I mean, it's kind of, I like that. That like fuels me. I'm like, it gives me adrenaline. I'm like, oh, yay. More people. But it does, then you're spending a lot, like your whole day is then answering those people back, So yeah. How do you deal with people that say they're broke? I use the money objection. There's a couple different ones I like. I use feel, felt, found a lot. Like, I totally know how you feel. Totally been broke before, been on food stamps, welfare, all that. I know how that feels. What I've found is that this is really the only avenue for me to start turning that around. And now I've been able to, since having a side gig, get off of food stamps, welfare, XXX, speak to their pain points, use feel, felt, found. There's tons of money objection scripts. There's several, it depends on what their kind of money objection is. If it's like, oh, I think the products are too expensive, there's one that's like, yeah, you're totally right, our products, but I don't see you as wanting like a knockoff cheap kind of version. There's like different objections to that. So I just look at the objection scripts and go from there and speak to their pain points, relate to them, put yourself in their shoes, or if there's something about their story that you relate to. I'm sure all of us have been broke at one time. Remember that time you were broke? Like, that's what I do. I use empathy and I go back to, man, I know when I was broke and my mindset when I was broke was the exact same. And so how can I help them see the potential, see the value, and overcome that? It's like, man, you really need this because you're broke. You need this more. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I taught. Janice says she sold things around her house on Facebook Marketplace. I used to also tell people that. I'm like, I totally know how you feel. A lot of our top income earners actually had to have a garage sale or sell household goods on Facebook Marketplace to get the money to start, and they're so thankful they did because now they have created financial freedom for themselves. So I use that one a lot. Because people don't think about that stuff. When people are in that broke mindset, it's hard for them to think about how to get out of that. So they're just like instantly like, I don't have the money to do this. I'm broke. I don't have any extra money to invest in a business. So you have to help guide them. Think about, man, could you have a garage sale? Is there someone, could you sell old baby clothes on Facebook Marketplace? Like, and our startup isn't super expensive either, which is cool. It's like, to get $99, you could probably sell your kids' baby clothes on Facebook Marketplace and get the money, or something like that. Or do
I was just gonna say that, Megan. I was just gonna say that. Honestly, guys, like even if you're new to network marketing, the previous business that Megan, Jermaine, Kelly, and I were all in. it was, and this is not the other one that they were all in, but didn't include me because I didn't know them at that point. But it was $250 to $500, and I got prospected by somebody else, and it was like $1,200 to join, and I was like, I'm making good money, but I'm not going to spend $1,200.
Yes.
Like, my shtick is like I was a single mom, like I was working all the time as a firefighter paramedic, like making not so good money. Like that was, even back in my day, $100 would have still been a stretch, but like some of these companies are super expensive. So don't ever feel bad that you're approaching somebody about a $99 opportunity.
Yeah.
And the other people in those Facebook groups that are like, it's free to join. You don't have to have any quotas, blah, blah, blah. Those are companies that do not make any money. And I'm not trying to be rude, but it's just the fact of life. Like most really great network marketing companies, you're going to have to pay some type of a sign-up fee and use some type of product. Not hating on those companies, but you're not going to make the money that you can make in this company like you can with like free bath bombs. It's just a fact of life. So don't feel bad about asking somebody for $100. Sorry.
Yeah. And honestly, I like that we have an investment that you have. I don't like when it's free to join because I feel like there's no skin in the game for people then. So if it's free for someone to join a business, they're like, it's not really that important. I don't have any money put into it. I have no skin in the game. So if I fail, no biggie, right? If I succeed, no biggie. They just don't have any of that drive. If people have even a $99 investment, they're like, well, I at least want to make my investment back. They have that right from the beginning, that little like, okay, well, I put money into this, so I really want to make this work.
Or like Jana said, if you ask them how far they are from the total amount, because sometimes people are like, I don't have money, but what they really mean is I have $80, I don't have enough. So if you ask them how far are you from it, their brain cannot help but start to figure out what can they do to get the rest of the money.
Yeah, I think that one is in the objection scripts too. Is there's the question about how far off are we from getting, yeah, totally. Let's see. I don't know. I think we got all the questions. Anyone have any other questions? I think I got all the ones in the chat. Yeah.
I think one of the things, I'm just going to say this too. It doesn't really matter what you guys are prospecting or, okay, I'm going to rephrase this. It does matter. But what I'm saying is, there's always going to be somebody before and behind you that's trying to do the same thing. If you say stuff with confidence, they always used to say this when I was going through like my medical training and stuff. They're like, if you walk on scene and you're super confident, even though like there is somebody that is dying of a heart attack and you're running this code for the first time and you're like dying inside, but you go in there with confidence, people are going to listen to you and they're going to want to know more. So as long as you guys are doing your messages and you're posting and you're following up with people, so what if you followed up with someone 20 times in a month? If you're like, girl, I'm following up with you because this is a legit opportunity. I really like your vibe. And I'm telling you, this is how I'm making money. I'm making money. Like I just bought my groceries. It's a legit thing. And if you believe in it and you're passionate about it, they will listen to you.
Absolutely.
It's when you like hype it up, but it's not real hype. It's like,
it's like hype. Just being real. Yeah.
Listen to you.
Yeah, absolutely. Confidence and belief. You can't say the wrong thing to the right person if you have confidence and belief and you find a person that's open. It really won't even matter what you're saying. They're going to listen. They're going to want to know more. Have peeps interested but hesitating. What do I do? You get them on the 3-way with your upline. That's my advice.
Yeah, utilize your upline in that scenario. I personally ask them, what can I answer to make you feel better about your decision? That is a question I ask often. Whether it's me that answers that or, somebody else I could hook them up with. Maybe they have a similar story. Even if it's not my upline, like who knows, maybe, this person has a child that has autism. Well, they may relate to Jermaine, something like that. So, so that is kind of something I ask. Let's see what else. What do you say when people compare why our company is way more money to sign up than other coffee companies?
Are we more expensive?
I was gonna say, I feel like we're pretty.
More expensive than us, I know for sure.
Yeah, I don't think that we are more expensive. Mm-mm.
Because we the best. Because it's the best product, girl. And I'm telling you, I made my investment back in about less than 30 days. So let's just go ahead and sign you up. I'm going to send
Yep.
you my link, and I'm going to follow up with you.
Yeah.
Guys, you guys just got to be confident about it.
You guys
Yep. Confidence.
product that can release all four
Yeah.
hours. We're the only one. So
Only
that's,
one. No other coffee does that.
yeah.
No, yeah. And no other coffee company has our Xanthomax.
Yeah. So that's your belief.
That's your golden ticket.
We do not know about selling in Australia or New Zealand yet. Obviously, as we find all this stuff out, you guys are the first to know. Hopefully it's soon. Like, I know there's some products available in Australia. Like, technically they can sign up and join the business in Australia, but we don't offer the coffee there. We don't offer, it's just, I think, like Timeless or something. Like, it's like one product. I don't know which one it is, so don't quote me. But it's like one or two products that are available there. So that's why we're kind of in limbo. Hopefully something soon. Yeah, what can I answer to make you feel better about your decision? That is the question that I ask. Shipping, do you know if that will go down? Don't know if that will go down or not. Here's the thing about shipping. In pretty much all network marketing companies, average shipping is like $8.50 to $11. It's really $10.50. So we are basically, as even though it seems really high to us right now, that's pretty average for network marketing companies. Hopefully, I know we were before when I first started, I think it was like $8.50. So hopefully we will go back to that, but I will tell you guys, when we had the old shipping, it was a mess. So I will tell you that this extra $2 is so worth the not hassles we're gonna.
And it's flat rate shipping, guys. I just ordered $200 worth of product. It was $10 to ship. They could have done that on weight, and I would have had way more. And I had an aunt that just bought about that much, and it was only $10. So that's something that's positive.
Yeah.
Totally.
Too.
Yes.
Well, getting them samples of the coffee. How do you add in the Xanthomax? Well, I make sure they have the information about dose, and I have been steering people, instead of sending them just sample coffee sticks, I've been sending them to purchase off my link the $30 dose 6-day dose experience pack. That's what I've been doing. And if I send someone coffee sticks and they want to start with coffee, I'm cool with that too, you know? And then usually the second month, after my conversations with them all month, and we talk about dose, they start asking questions, they're feeling pretty good about the coffee. That second month, a lot of my customers that were just on the coffee and loving it end up upgrading to dose that second month.
Yeah, for sure. Were you saying, Jamie, like, how do you add in the Xanthomax into the samples? Like, how do you add it? Like, how do we actually package it into samples? Like, when sending them out? Maybe I read that wrong. I don't know. But so Stephanie, shipping in Canada, yes, is $40 right now. Completely crazy. I know. We did get word that it is dropping down. Fingers crossed that is still the case. I don't know 100% if this is the case. I will check to see if we have any answers. But I did hear through the grapevine that it is dropping to our current price, which is $10.50 in the States. So hopefully that drops down soon. I know all our Canada peeps are like anxious. But what we heard was that they were creating building a distribution center up in Canada, and that is why it became so expensive while we're doing that. But once that distribution center is open up there, that's when the prices again for shipping will drop. So that is that. Let me see. Yes, I've told her You can definitely lose weight just from drinking the coffee. My husband Craig only drank the coffee and has lost 50 pounds. So for sure, I mean, it's definitely super powerful in itself. I'm not so sure if I would say people taking just Xanthomax would lose weight. They would probably see like a lot of inflammation be, like the puffiness is going to be gone. They may drop some water weight because it's loaded with antioxidants and things like that. But I don't know if they're going to see like how Craig saw a 50-pound weight loss off the coffee. I don't know if they would see that with just Xanthomax. I meant getting them to buy dose when you're offering coffee.
Okay. I answered that. Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah. Okay. I think do we answer all of them on here? I think so. Yeah. Cool. We'll give it a few more seconds. Stephanie, I am from Chicago. But I live in Florida, guys. It's super nice here today. I'm not going to lie.
Jealous.
All right, guys. Well, I think that is basically everything. Just to see, do we have answers for blood pressure? Not sure what you mean by that question.
I have a customer who is on a ton of blood pressure medications. She's been using dose. She's been able to decrease her blood pressure medication and decrease her blood pressure. So that's just an anecdotal example I have.
The only time I ever get concerned is when people, one, are taking blood thinners.
Yeah.
That's a big no-no. Or if people are pregnant. Like,
yeah, totally.
Those are my two things where I'm like, no. You for sure need to talk to your doctor. But your everybody, not just mine, but everybody's answer to any type of question like that is, well, I recommend you talk to your doctor, but here's this
some examples of blah, blah, blah. Yeah.
Yeah. Of whatever it is that your story, whatever story it is that you want to share with them. So, but like for sure, always, please guys, recommend doctors always first. Just disclaimer. Let's see.
Dawn and Rox are on blood pressure medications, have no issues. Yeah. Yeah.
Cool.
Cool.
All right, you guys. Well, thank you guys all for hopping on. Obviously, you know where to find us. Please utilize your uplines, utilize the team page, the search buttons. Next month is going to be so insane, you guys. Like, so excited. I know when I checked the Dynasty, we are at over 2,000 customers and I think 520 reps right now, which is totally insane. And January, like, this is our slow month of the year and we've already blown this shit out of the water. But you guys, next month for all of you guys is going to be so insane. So buckle up, get ready for some serious momentum and excitement for that, because it's going to be awesome. So just making sure we got everything.
You have a lot of people that want to sit down and meet to discuss instead of looking at the links.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm sorry. I basically tell them, I talk to a lot of people. I am super busy, and this is the fastest way for me to get you the information. After you look at it, more than willing to hop on the phone, meet for coffee, sit down and talk about it after you look at the information.
Yeah.
But if that works for you, like if you like to sit down and meet with people, then do it. But that doesn't work for me.
Me either.
Same. I will say, I will, if anybody is ever like hesitant, I'm happy to get on the phone with them to talk. That's fine. But I definitely do not have time to sit with somebody who may not even be interested in the product itself.
Yeah.
You guys need to be, time is money, right? Like, your time is precious. I'm pretty sure everybody on this call, one of the reasons you're here is because you're looking for some time freedom. Okay. So be aware that who you're talking to, don't just talk to anybody and everybody. Talk to the people that are worth your time and that are going to be willing to treat your time with respect, because you're going to do the same for them. So that is super important. And that is a huge lesson that I learned the hard way. So please don't do the same mistake as I did. And remember that your time is precious. This is a business, and that is at the forefront. So let's see, I don't pay attention to time zones when messaging. Megan wakes up to about 500 messages from me in the morning, so it's fine.
I don't pay attention because they're gonna see it when they're awake. Like if they're sleeping, most people don't have their phones on whatever ring or notifications when they sleep. I don't think so. I mean, I don't. So they're just gonna wake up and see the message. It's not. Yeah, I don't pay attention.
Yeah, and I mean, 8 o'clock here is, 5 o'clock there in West Coast time, I think, right? 3
Yeah, it'd be a lot of busy work for me to go to every person's page, figure out where they live, figure out their time zone, and figure out when I'm going to message them. I ain't got time for that.
That's a big time frame too.
Yeah.
You got to do what works for you. Again, you guys are all here because you want some sort of time freedom. So just remember that your time is valuable and that you need to treat your time with respect just as much as they need to treat your time with respect. So, that set times up for yourself so that you're not feeling like you're constantly attached to your phone 24/7. Set work times, set a power hour time, and then put your phone down for the other times. That person can wait 10 minutes. You don't need to respond to them right away. Like, it's okay. You can let them sit for a little bit and then get back to them when it's convenient for you. So that's all I had for that.
Cool.
Yeah, guys. All right. Well, this is it. End of 2018. Thank you guys so much. Seriously.
Happy New Year.
For rocking my freaking socks off for the half year. I'm literally mind blown that this is like my life, and I'm very thankful for every single person on this call. And if you're on this call, you really are a badass, because it's 10 o'clock at night here and you guys are here wanting to learn and asking questions, and that is freaking awesome. So pat yourself on the back for doing that alone. That's awesome. Go hang out, enjoy the rest of your nights. We are not going to have a team call on Tuesday. We're going to restart the team calls weekly next Tuesday per usual. So enjoy your holiday, the last holiday. Happy New Year, friends. And I'll see you guys all in 2019. Bye, guys.